What is up, Facebook? Happy Fuente Friday, you guys. I hope that everyone is feeling fabulous and well. I got my pink on. Oh, well, it still says John Deere, but it's pink. We're gonna be pink. Pink. So I hope that you are in for a very, very fun Fuente Friday, because guess what? It's also the Friday of, well, it's the Friday before Halloween, making it the celebration of the dead, the Day of the Dead, right? Is it the, no, wait. I'm getting it confused. It is celebration of the Day of the Dead. This we could celebrate tonight and as well as Saturday, but also you've got celebration of All Saints Day the next on Sunday as well. So gotta love them. Gotta love those. All right, so I have a special guest joining me tonight, which I all think that you know who he is, Mr. Cy Sweeney. So I hope that you guys are excited. Look at my headgear on. Yes. Okay. Got my headgear on. And also, I am going to be giving away a prize to the one who gives me their best Halloween costume. So if you guys want to win tonight, I need to know what you're going to dress up as. And then I get to pick. What's up, Cy?
Hello, Melanie. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? You know what? I'm so appreciative because you are across the pond from us, and it is what, 12:30 your time? Or no, 12:50 your time?
Yeah, 12:50. Well, I don't mind. It's Friday night, so yeah. I was just in the lounge a while ago in the Cigar Lounge International having a, what did I have? A EP Carrillo La Historia with a few of the guys in there, so I enjoyed that. And then I thought,
nice.
Damn, I got a date. I better rush. Yeah, so.
Did you tell them to join though? This is a date that they could come in and join. Like,
no, I didn't actually. Yeah, because one, I didn't have a clue. It's StreamYard, isn't it? So I was like, I'm real StreamYard virgin, you know.
So well, welcome. I'm glad I could pop your cherry. Hey. I like it. What's up, everybody? Hey, Charlie. We got Leo in the house. It's going well. So,
hey, Leo.
Then, yeah, we got Mike. I'm sure that you know a bunch of these guys because you have the what is it called? The Cigar Lounge International?
Yeah, Cigar Lounge International.
Why don't you tell them a little bit about that?
Well, you see, I have the group Cigar World Cy Sweeney, which used to be Cigar Lounge International Cy Sweeney. A few thousand members in that. And then when we opened the Cigar Lounge International Zoom, had to do, the website and the Zoom. So I decided to open a group for that. So changed the name of Cigar Lounge International Cy Sweeney, kept that as Cigar World Cy Sweeney, and then opened, because it's a private group. So for the lounge, I needed to have the public group, so we opened that one, and then we get people coming in, because I also do the admin for Cigar Lovers group. So we passed 10,000 members in that this week, which is quite a few. And then,
Cigar Lovers group?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
congratulations.
Yeah, so that's fairly busy. And then I got Cigar Reviews International, and then the Instagram. So there's a little bit. But Leo Stone, who's on there, he shares a lot of stuff to the group.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that with Leo and a lot of the
Leo,
others.
I'm a big fan of Leo as well. He has helped me definitely get the frozen freaking north. Oh, that sounds awful, but yeah, we don't like that cold. Yeah, he is fabulous. He has helped me on so many of my shows, getting it shared, and obviously being a big support Lover
Yeah,
of the
he's good.
leaf.
And see
Definitely.
what
Very
we
helpful.
the whole idea of Cigar Lounge International is oh, sugar. Don't off. Sorry, just give me a sec.
That's okay.
Face ID. Boom, boom, boom. Oh gosh, you'd know I was Irish. But the no, let's get that. That's better. So yeah, so the whole idea of the Cigar Lounge International is because it all started with a couple of years ago with Carl Mudespa, God rest him, in Cigar Fanatics, and I went in joined Cigar Fanatics early because I always smoked. I smoked cigars since I was young, but I only smoked like 2 or 3 a week. And I remember what happened was my grandson died. Unfortunately, he died of
Oh,
spinal cancer, which went to his brain. So I wasn't in a good place, but I was still trying to work and do things. And one night I went down to Cigar Fanatics, and I became good friends with Carl, and we talked about stuff and normal joke because I'm a cheerful person. I joke and laugh a lot, but then we'd have private talks about different things. I met so many great friends like Lauren and April and Kendall and blah, and the pastor, Aaron, just so many, Andy Sheriffman, Art, and it just became,
yeah.
and I was the only one at 3 o'clock in the morning that would be talking to them because the time difference. So there was like I was the only Irish person, and of course my cousin Joey Bianco, and
Yeah.
because he's O'Brien's in his family, and I've O'Brien's in my family. So it all started from that, and then Carl helped me out. He said to me, "Just why don't you start something of your own over the pond?" So I started the Cigar Lounge International size, really, which is now Cigar World, and then became involved and just got involved in stuff, and then I was on that. I don't know, just things kind of escalated a bit, and then I was on Meet the Professor, 24-hour marathon. Aaron Sigmund, was it? Aaron interviewed me for an hour, so we had a great laugh with that.
Nice.
You were there and
Yeah.
done all that, and of course Jeremiah, and then like Ryan Hart. I'm an ambassador for Light 'em Up Go, and I'm also for Reinhardt, and I'm also an ambassador for Cigar Lights of the World for Ireland. So I kind of I'm into it. It's
You're
just my passion. I love cigars, but most of all, I love people, and but all
yeah.
down to Carl Mudespa, really. To be honest, and my God, I miss him. He was a
Yeah.
great. But see, the lounge is there that you know, the website and the lounge, like which I pay for. It's in my name and all that, but Andy Garrett is. I always say we go 50-50 as partners in it. So when we have the show, we do it as Laurel and Hardy. No, just a partnership in it. So we pay for that, and it's open to everybody. 24/7. Come on it,
Wow.
talk about whatever they want, their own stuff, whatever's going on in their lives. But it's for relaxing. Have a cigar. Don't have a cigar. We won't put up with disrespectfulness. We won't put up with anybody. You know anything against the grain. We won't. It's a relaxing place. It's for passion. It's for enjoyment. It's for niceness, kindness to each other. I don't believe in people being nasty or vindictive or even knocking what people smoke, or because you know cigars are subjective, and they're subjective to the palate. One man's meat or woman's meat is another man's poison. And if a cigar is out there, it's somebody smoking it. It doesn't matter, because what people must realize, you've got 20% of the market that is like your main players like Fuente, Padron, Perdomo, Ashton, Davidoff. Um, you can go through Cohiba, Partagas, Romeo Julieta, and 80% of the market is outside that, which is all different brands. So there's over 15,000 brands of cigars out there that have their own lines as well. So if
Right.
a cigar is out there and you got it in your hand, or I have it in my hand, it does, or Jimmy Joe down the road or Mary down the road has it in their hand, it's selling, so somebody likes it. So we don't
Yeah.
put anything, we won't let anything like that in the group or the lounge, because I think there's enough miserableness and begrudginess and horribleness in the world without bringing that into our community that we love and passion. So and
Absolutely.
people have been so respectful, but like, I mean, it's great because we kind of, when the Cigar Lounge UK closed down and came when Cigar International, we had, like, I mean, say I've reached out to people and they've come on, and so many people have come on just just like that. I mean, even a few weeks ago, Janine and Nicholas, because we had Nick Perdomo on before on Cigar Lounge UK. I said I had an idea that if we get Janine and Nicholas, we'll get a perspective from a mother and son point of view from of the industry and that. So I mean, I reached out to her on a Friday. She was back to me on a Saturday. Yes, I no problem. So many people next week. Who have we got next week? Can't remember. Lars, somebody. The week after we've got
Yeah.
Patricia as our guest.
Yeah.
The week after that we have what's her name? Oh my God, I know we're kind of blondie lady. Oh yeah, Melanie Cisco. That's right. Yeah. Do you know
We can
her?
go with blonde.
Do you know that lady? We've got
She is a little bit blonde.
week after that. I think Anya Ramirez will do. So I'm trying to keep it that we have, because I don't go by the brother and sister of the leaf. If you see on my posts, hey Chris, how are you? If you see any of my posts and stuff on Instagram or any of the groups, I always put family of the leaf. So
Yes, you were telling
because
me about this.
I like it like that. That's my way. I like it because I don't like to differentiate. So I want to keep on it. Like, as I said, the lounge is open 24/7, 7 days a week. But on the Tuesdays, just guest night, and I want to keep a nice balance, gender balance, or whatever you want to call it. That males and females,
It's
and
it's
because
funny. I feel like there should only be one place that it's brother and sister, and that's in Germany, where the actual nouns have a gender. Like
mm,
in their language, Germany actually like gives genders to their
mm,
words. So I was like, maybe that would be one occasion, but no, you're exactly right. They should not have a difference, but I mean, I like the idea. Here's what I love about the brother sister part is that, yeah, it is family, obviously. And that's really what it is. But I like it whenever I can talk to a bunch of guys and be like, brothers, like
mm.
that is so cool, and when you've
Yeah,
got like
yeah,
a lot of guys and a lot of sisters hanging around. You're just like a lot of brothers and sisters hanging around. It's definitely a good time, and it feels
yeah.
safe. You feel like you can work with these people and they're your family, But I
Yeah,
like what you have to say.
and
That's
it's, yeah,
awesome.
family. Oh, how do you angle this thing? How do you see people straight on? This is,
Are you on an iPad? Did you go sideways with the iPad?
no, there you go. That's better, isn't it? But see, I don't need a mask for Halloween. I'm lucky. But yeah. So
Speaking
it's
of, well, like, let me go ahead and just tell you guys one more time tonight. I am picking out a winner due to your Halloween costume. So I want to know what you guys are dressing up for Halloween, and if it's going to be really, really good, I am going to pick that one out. So let's hear what you guys have to say. So go ahead, Si. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm going to dress up as Bill Clinton, so that or Donald Trump. One of the two will do me. No, Monica
I
Lewinsky.
can't. Oh my God.
No, but
That's actually a winner right there, okay? Like, yes, I
yeah,
would pay to see that. If you could
that'd be
dress up
good,
like
wouldn't
Monica Lewinsky, that would be great.
it? I dressed up as a female once for a charity, and my friend said, "Si, my God, you're the most hideous looking female we've ever seen." So yeah, so I think, yeah. Well, I made a lot of money for the charity, so that's how it goes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Speaking of a charity, you guys, we are still in October, so we are still pushing to raise money to save the Tatas So down below, there is a link. You can go to that link and you can donate any amount of money. $5, $10, $25, $500. I don't mind. I don't mind if you do not, if you want to donate 500 or 1,000. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll let you do that. I mean, we really don't mind. So to go and definitely donate something. Also, go and if you don't want to put that link in, you can go to Liana Fuentes' Instagram, and the link is in her bio, and that is if you look up Liana Fuente or Arturo Fuentes, LF, I believe it's LF something. Anyways, but you will definitely be able to donate there. But there is the link directly right there. So go and donate something. We're also going to be live tomorrow with the beautiful Liana Fuente. So she's going to come on and do something with me and possibly another couple of girlfriends. So we're super excited about that. But we're just trying to raise as much money as we can while we're still in October. So definitely get your wallets out. Don't buy any more candy and save Tatas. I think that would be a better, right? That's better than saving candy. I mean, most people save candy on Halloween. Why save candy when you could eat the candy and save Tatas? It's a good idea, right?
Call me, call me stupid, but what's a Tata?
Boobies.
Oh,
Tatas, boobies. Yeah.
oh, right.
Yeah. It's a little slang word that we use over here in America, I suppose.
Yeah, never heard of it. I thought it was something you ate, let you eat. Or is that tacos?
Well,
I suppose you could, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
oh, it's so funny. My I do get a lot of people from across the globe that I get to talk to on lives and ask them questions. And there's definitely words that are much different here than over there, especially like when I'm doing the hot spot on the Professor Show. So it's a lot of fun. But Sai, do you watch the Professor Show?
Hmm?
Do you watch the Professor Show?
I'm top fan +1. You know I watched the
Oh,
Professor Show.
I know. So
And I
I
share it
usually,
everywhere. Yeah, and I
yeah,
share it. I
and we
share
so
the
appreciate that.
ads at the start of the week, which I've done, that Jose puts out, and then I share the show, you know. Because you always say on it, you say, don't forget to share. And sometimes I'll go, done already from the start, you know. Oh, yeah, of
I
course.
know. We got a
Yeah,
couple of guys like that that are definitely sharers right before I even get to ask you guys. So I
yeah.
really, truly appreciate you guys.
But see, I love what I love about it is, like, I love Jeremiah, Jose, of course, yourself, um, Rich, Cynthia comes on. But see, I think you're a great team, you know, and
Yeah.
it works perfectly, and it has from the
Yeah.
start. And it's so interesting because we learn so much from the likes of Jose and from Carlito and from Cynthia. You learn. You see, I'm working on a project at the moment. Well, been going through it with Reinhardt. You know Reinhardt, you know
Oh
Reinhardt.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Love Reinhardt.
Well, I'm doing in my spare time, which I don't have much of. I'm doing a project. It's like a social history, you could call it. It's on cigars and the people and the history of cigars. Plus, I've linked up with people that grow, the growers, some farmers, interviews for off them. Probably take. Well, I've been working on it for the last 4 months. The last thing I'd done, which was about 495 pages, which was a history of a family, took me about 19 months. But this won't be as hard, I don't think. But it's at the university. It'll get printed. It gets printed, and then it's classed as social history then. But it's to try and bring some of the stories and some of the history, because there's history out there of a cigar, and there's history of this, but there's not much of things that have happened in the industry and through the history. So if you can get that from the people, like the people's, because I have to pick Jose's brain in the near future on a few things as well. drive him mad, and and but I just want to do it for posterity. You know what I mean?
I
And
love it. I love
yeah, so working on that at the moment. So that'll be interesting when it comes out. You know, and of course, you know, you just send a copy to anybody who wants it. As I say, I'll get it printed for free, so it doesn't make any odds to me. I like to just to do things for, you know, I never expect anything, but even with that, you know, I I do things, but it's given me a good chance the last couple of years with this, you know, what you call that, COVID. Um, you see, last normally I judge for NABA, which is the oldest bodybuilding fitness federation in the world. Arnold Schwarzenegger won the universe 4 times for NABA. That's what started him off, you know. 66, he competed in his first competition and came second to Chet Yorton. So I judge a lot for that. And Life Honorary Member in NABA, which was made in 2016, which Arnold Schwarzenegger was made the year I was born. So it just shows you, you know. But so if I go to England to judge all the area shows to get the qualifiers for Britain, to get the qualifiers for the universe, I do that. So our season, I go to France, go to Spain, I go to Italy, I go all over. But the World Championships were in Mexico, go back to Cancun, that was cancelled. We couldn't go there because, well, postponed. And the universe was postponed. So the 70th universe, which was very important, was postponed. And so it'll be 2022, hopefully. But it kind of, I know COVID wasn't a good thing, but it kind of gave me a bit of a break where I could concentrate on other things, because our season runs from April to October, where the end of October, where when the universe ends, where is the last competition, and it kind of, I ended up going from 3 cigars a week to about 5 cigars a day, but it gave me more time to concentrate on other things because obviously I have to work as well, you know. So it's given me time to do little things that I've always kind of wanted to do, and I love the history of the cigar industry, and I love because what people must realize, like you see the finished product you smoke, the finished product you sit there, you enjoy it either by yourself or with other people. But
yeah.
a lot of people's livelihoods depend on this, you know. A lot of people, you know, there's a lot of people out there from
Absolutely.
hand from fantasy to you know, it's just, and there's a lot of people in the world that rely on the industry just to feed their children, you know, and it's important, and some of the history of those people has never been documented. So
Absolutely.
and that's why I think it's very important as well that people are members of the CRA and the PCA and the cigar rights of the world and cigar rights of Europe as well, you know, because of so
Absolutely.
many taxations and so much legislation and so much. And what, like,
Now,
a
what
cigar
is this
isn't like
that
a
we
cigarette.
and we just recently had a I guess they took out the tax hike that they were planning on putting on this 1.75 trillion dollar, you
Yeah.
know, and so we're pretty excited about that. That's definitely a good win for
Mm,
now. You know, it's only for the now. You never know what could change later. Legislation can almost change at any point, you know, or put us back in the hot
yeah.
seat at any point, you know. But I love what you're saying about the people, because that is so true. And I think what America doesn't see is that we're not making cigars necessarily just in America. So we're not
Mm,
affecting just the hometown. And we're not affecting just people that smoke cigars. These are people who are making the cigars. And not only that, our makers are actually creating new opportunities in even schools and
mm,
universities to educate these people to be a better citizen in their country, in their own country, which is great because that's only going to bring them out of a third world country, which is only going to benefit the rest of the world.
yeah.
So I definitely have a very, very close, you know, I guess a big passion for that, because I want to be able to, you know, showcase that. You know, we definitely want to show them that this is an effect that's not just about cigar smokers. This is about
Exactly.
something
It's
much
not.
bigger than we are.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not. You go in. You see a beautiful box of cigars, right? Say a box of Opus X or something, all
Hmm.
just there sitting pretty and all that, and You know, you think, wow, that's beautiful, but don't forget, for that to start, you have to have the farmer. You know what I mean? It has
Hmm.
to be sown. It has to be from the start to the finish. It goes through hundreds of hands, and those people are making their livelihood out of this. I think what a
Hmm.
lot of politicians don't realize, or maybe do realize, but we know with politicians. To be honest, I'm not a politician. I'm too honest.
No,
That's the problem.
you can't
But
get whipped. You mean they
yeah,
can't whip you
yeah,
to make a
yeah.
decision?
But they want to please whatever is hip at the time. You know what I mean? And what'll get them votes.
Or you got to
You know?
give favors to get
Yeah,
favors.
exactly. And
That's the problem. We're a little corrupted over here.
yeah, and if somebody says to them, "Oh, we want tobacco," blah 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 blah, we want, we have to go anti-tobacco and get you more votes, they'll do that. Whether they sit there smoking whatever they want, they could be there vaping their heads off. I don't know, but yeah, which is bad. But what they forget is that if they keep trying to hammer these legislations through, and ridiculous ones that go above what you need, they're affecting people's lives. Just say, for example, the Dominican Republic, right? You've
Hmm.
got people there working in the tobacco industry.
Yep.
If their tobacco industry is gone, do you want them in the jungle, um, in some sort of crack house, making up bloody drugs distributed into the USA
Right.
and
Yeah. I
risk
mean, this
getting
is
killed, or arrested?
absolutely. This is
You
a,
don't.
yeah, I mean, this is $1 billion industry. You can't just
Mm,
do that with a couple of people. This isn't some small, mom and pop store that you're only going to be putting out one or two people. This is
mm,
thousands.
yeah,
And it drips down, like
exactly.
it run, what runs downhill.
It
Well, it
does.
all gonna go down,
Yeah,
so we
and
need to
you don't want a landslide of people that are involved in the industry, the workers,
mhm,
suddenly with no work and no means to feed people. So what
yep.
happens then? They'll do whatever is necessary to feed their families. And unfortunately, in third world countries and poorer countries, they do what they have to do, and some of that isn't good, and it's not safe for them or their children. So what do you want? So the politicians should think more of this, and like try and keep a happy medium, you know, not just be going because whatever suits them at the time in their country, like the US or Britain or Germany or Sweden, So,
Well, and that's where we have to come in
and
because
we have
here's
to
what
unite. Mm,
right, politicians will only do what is good for them, obviously,
mm,
until somebody, comes in and fights it, where they're going to have to make a different decision. They're going to have to make new legislation where it may ban cigarettes, but it's not going to ban cigars because,
mm,
cigars are organic. Cigarettes
yeah,
are not. I mean, there's all kinds of different legislations, rules, and little, small intricates, I'm sure,
yeah,
that can definitely make a impact, but yet not affected in a negative way. So,
exactly. There
there's
is.
definitely things, but that's where we have to come in. And you guys, right now, if you want to make an impact, if you want to be a part of something much bigger and help your industry, your right to smoke, then you can go down below for free. It is free. It is the cigarrightsoftheworld.com. And all you have to put in is your name and your email address. If you haven't done this yet, then you probably haven't been watching my shows. Because I'm like, what the heck is wrong? Come on, just do it.
Come on, guys,
It's
pull it
all,
together, get in there.
yeah,
You know what I
get it
mean?
together. I love that.
Because
So
at the
that
end
is
of the
definitely a
day,
place.
yeah,
Go
and
ahead.
do it, because at the end of the day, like, people might say, "Oh, well, I don't matter. My thing, me getting involved," but it does. If you get one drop of water, right, coming out of a tap, if your tap drips once and that's you, and somebody else it drips again, in a few hours your sink is going to be full. So
Yeah,
that's strength, So
I love that.
you've a sink full of water. So if everybody does a bit, you know, it unites everything, and I think united is the only way to go on things like that, and fight for your right to smoke. Because at the end of the day, you don't want
Right.
cigars going underground. You don't want them, and then costing a hell of a lot more than they already do, and trying to get them. And we've enough to do with shortages in the world at the moment of wood and different things
Mm.
because of COVID. So, I mean, there's a lot of backlogs in some places, and not just the USA, on trying to get certain brands and certain stuff. So, you need it to be there. You need politicians to be transparent, and you need the industry, every brick and mortar around the world to stick together. Like every brick and mortar in the States should be with CRA. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
it's not point it doesn't affect me. Together, unity is the only way with anything in the world. You know, if you want to,
Hmm.
more voices count, and that's it. And if it only takes a little bit of their time to join something like the CRA or the Cigar Rights of the World or anything like that. Um,
Exactly.
but plus another thing as well, like cigars, you can't class them like vapes or cigarettes or anything like that. There's no chemicals in a cigar. Basically it's water. It's tobacco. No matter
Yeah.
what, you can look at your binder fillers, whatever your wrappers, but they're all made of the one thing: tobacco. The tobacco plant and water.
Exactly.
So they're.
Exactly.
I'm not Dr. Phil or whatever, but at the end of the day, they wouldn't be as bad if you was cigarettes, and they would be as bad if you was vaping. You know, I mean, there really is bloody people vaping, and they haven't even checked into it. It's crazy.
I know. It is crazy.
Oh,
It's,
there's Kevin.
but
There's
that's,
Kamish. Hi, Kamish. How are you,
yeah,
brother?
the commish.
He's mad.
So you must know probably, I'm sure we probably like have a ton of friends that we could just like talk about all the time because it's so cool. But that's what the cigar does is like
Mm,
my friends and it's really that is so powerful when it comes to building a brand or building a
mm,
community of people is that connection that you can create, or a simple connection actually, but then also coming together and being able to enjoy something at the same time, talk about it, learn
mm.
from it, and then these industry leaders that we have, they're legends. And what they have done so far, people, especially, most people know that I work, a lot with Rocky Patel and a lot with
Mm.
Carlita Fuente. Both of them have done amazing, amazing work with the CRA and have given a ton of money to be able to, save your right to smoke and fight for that right to, be left alone, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And it is. Look, there's people out there, and they like playing dominoes. There's people out there, and they like sucking on jellies. You know, I like smoking a cigar. Yeah, you like smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
You know, I don't go out there tomorrow if I see somebody eating an ice cream cone and start giving out about obesity or oh my god, this could do this year or that year. Yeah, I just live and let live. Simple as that. That's the way to work. Live and let live. If they enjoy it, let them enjoy it. As long as they don't eat
Exactly.
20 ice creams in half an hour because they'll throw up. But same as I wouldn't smoke one cigar after another because you'd end up a bit queasy yourself. But
Yeah.
but if you want to enjoy something, just enjoy it. As long as it's legal. They
Absolutely.
haven't made it illegal, but if nobody sticks up for it, they probably will make it illegal in the future to smoke. You know, anywhere.
If we
You know,
don't get out there and say something,
yeah,
you know what?
exactly.
One of the best lines that I've heard lately is that closed mouths don't get fed.
Mm,
So
yeah,
you keep your mouth shut, you're probably gonna have somebody else make your decisions for you. And I can't, I'm just not into that.
yeah,
I want to make my own decisions. I am an
yeah.
adult now. So you better fight for your rights. So please, guys, go and join the Cigar Rights of the World. It's completely free and it is only costs your name and your email address. Also, if you guys are here right now, I am giving a prize away to the best costume of the night. So if you guys are gonna have some amazing costume, definitely tell me in the comments, and we're gonna be picking out one of those. Let's see, what is this? I'm not sure what else is. So yes, and also the Professor Show. So you guys, also we want to another great thing that our fun loving leaders have definitely done for us is share some awesome information. So if you don't know, then you need to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel right now and go and definitely follow us, subscribe, and check out all of the episodes that you've missed. And definitely, if you're subscribed and you hit that bell, you'll be able to see us live this weekend. We go live Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a blast. I can't get over that. How much more fun it gets every week. Like literally every week it gets better and better, And that was a total gift. Could you, I mean, if COVID didn't happen, that may not have happened. But for that to happen, it was almost like a divine intervention. And now, we get to learn more about the people behind the cigars, the leaders behind the cigars, and, their fight to make cigars, really, because cigars haven't always been so easy to make. There have been embargoes and regulations to create problems and whatnot. So it's definitely worth our time to go and watch the show. So you guys definitely subscribe to the Professor Show, and I believe this weekend is going to be another fabulous episode.
But I mean, what other industry can you get, especially during these times, that you meet the big players in the industry, and the Fuentes, Perdomos, everybody, and you see what they're like, or you can message them, or you can talk to them about something, or you can, and you realize, wow, they're just human beings like the rest of us. You know what I mean? And it's like if you had a chance to meet, say, LeBron James tomorrow, and you'd be thinking, oh my God, LeBron James, this, that. But at the end of the day, they're human beings. I worked at Manchester United Football Club. Did you ever hear of those, Manchester United?
Yeah, I know them.
I worked there
that's cool.
When people like Roy Keane, Eric Cantona, who was world famous at the time, and that were there, and people say, "Oh my God, I'd love to meet Cantona. I'd love to meet this," but when you meet them, they're just normal people. They're flesh and blood like you and me. So it's fantastic. But with this, the way this has gone with everything over the last couple of years, it's given so many people like ourselves and so many out there the chance to see what it's like, enjoy it, learn, and learning is. I mean, every day of your life you should learn something. You know what I mean? As simple as that.
Absolutely. And but what else I love is that I feel like there's people out there that probably have looked up to the Fuentes, have probably seen the Fuentes or wanted to reach out to the Fuentes, and now they're like in your living room every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Not only that, but they are also in these groups, like they show up in the cigar internet. And it's so much fun.
I mean,
and they really don't mind it. They love to answer the questions. They love to be there to meet all the people. And I just can't get enough of it. I just love to watch all these people go. They kind of geek out. I think Frankie Fish knows. They kind of geek out, but it's all good geeking out,
Yeah.
I geeked out too when I first met him. Don't get me wrong. I still geek out.
Well, you see, I know the two that I remember, like 8 weeks ago, something like that. We were stuck when we were doing the UK Lounge Zoom version that isn't there anymore, but Cigar Lounge International, and we were pressurized for a good few weeks with getting guests like last minute, and everybody, William Coop, Johnny Reamer, Perdomos, everybody I reached out to, just a quick message. Next day, no problem, Si.
Yeah,
just
give
us a call. Give them a call. No problem. I mean, seriously, isn't it fantastic that that's done? The way people can, because we're all. I'm not in. I don't put posts up. I don't go on about stuff. I don't ask anybody for anything. It's the way I am been all my life. But I love promoting my passion, and my passion is for relaxation is cigars, and my passion is people. So I love to put stuff out there and do this. I mean, not everybody likes you, but not everybody matters. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, there's no hidden agenda. You see, what you see is what you get. So I think people know that with you. If you're genuine, they will help you, and they will come and be your guest, and they will do and it's great. Like, it's fantastic. You know,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely. I think they, like I said, they definitely love the people too, you know?
Mm,
I mean, Nick Perdomo is a huge,
mm,
advocate about, getting to his people, spending time with them, very relaxed. We'll let you come in and, well, at least I got to go in and play his drums. That was fun.
mm, mm,
But they all get along too, and that's what's
yeah.
important. That's the biggest thing, is that we're not just one company that is out there. We're not just, one brand that's out there. This
Mm,
is all the brands are coming together to
which
be
is
able
important.
to.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
You know.
And I mean, the panel that is the Cigar Rights of America is insane. And it is
Mm,
all different companies. And
mm.
that says volumes.
But that's what you need. You can't have somebody
Hmm.
monopolizing something. You have to, if you're going to work on something, you have to work on it together. Companies have to work together, because if
Hmm.
one company monopolizes something, then it kind of pushes out the others, and that even in business and anything like that. But if you're fighting for something, you have to unite. You have to, and you have to be all on the same page. No point you
Hmm.
singing a hymn if you're all singing different, different parts of different songs. It's going to sound crap. You got you got to
Yeah, that's so
come
true.
together.
I really like your analogies. These are great. That makes so
Uh,
much sense.
yeah,
What is
but they're
this?
they're so wacky, but they make sense. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Oh, absolutely. They do make sense. And that's what it is. This is just logic. We're not out
Mm,
here creating some magic
mm,
spell. This is literally just the cigar and just the people getting together and wanting to enjoy it. So
yeah,
it's so simple. So definitely it takes a huge amount of people though. So you guys, I know we just got Will just signed up for Cigar Rights of America. Thank you, Will. So
good on you, Will.
there's,
No,
yeah, there's a
sign up for
one.
Cigar Rights of the World next, Will.
Yeah. That one's
um,
free, Will. That one's free. The Cigar Rights of the World is free. So if you've signed up
yeah,
for
yeah.
Cigar Rights of America, just go for the Cigar Rights of the World too. It's okay.
Mm. But it's
That's
like
great.
it's bought the last couple of years. It brought so many people together. From manufacturers to shop owners to consumers. It's just like, and everybody treats everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a ditch digger or you're a judge, or it's just fantastic that are an owner of a company. Most people
Or across the pond, or in
are across the
America,
pond, yeah,
or in the
across
Dominican,
Europe, yeah.
wherever. Yeah.
And the thing about it as well is that if you think about it, everybody everybody's a human being, and everybody
Hmm.
just, it doesn't matter where you come from, what you do, what your background is. Once you get together and you're having that smokes, you can have a laugh. You can, you know, I mean, I love to. If I have a tough day at work or things really bug me sometimes, which you wouldn't think anything ever bugged me, but some things do sometimes. I'll come. I'll have my cigar. I look for in my head. I'll be going. I'm going to have my cigar. I'm going to have a cigar. I'm going to chill, and everything just floats away. For that hour and a half, whatever, depending on what you're smoking. Unless I smoked a bloody Christoph Catherine or something a few weeks ago, 7 by 70. I must admit, 3 hours into it, I was getting a bit bored. but
That's funny, actually.
and I'd lockjaw. Must have been the first time I ever shut up. But the, the but the it just takes everything, and then you can smoke with people on the lounge, or you can meet your friends and have a cigar. And it's
See,
it's pure
Yeah,
therapy.
but you know what you're doing, here's another thing that I don't think people realize is that there's a lot of people that maybe can't get out to a cigar lounge, that maybe,
Mm,
they couldn't, for whatever reason, meet a lot of people. They may have smoked a lot of cigars. They may have
mm,
been buying them off the internet, which is completely fine. But it's like the fact that you provide these groups where they can go in and they can meet other people virtually, I think is super powerful as well. I mean, there's
mm,
nothing better than me being here in the evenings and I'm like working or something. And I'm like, oh, I want to, I don't know, just talk to some people or, just
yeah,
say hi to somebody or break up my monotonous day of some sort. And I just pop into a lounge. I go to a little, link
yeah,
and then boom, there's like, my friends are there. I'm like, hey guys. And they're across, they're like either across the world or they might be in Virginia or
mm.
Florida or,
Or Ireland.
wherever, or Ireland.
But like, I mean, at the end of the day, some of the biggest cities in the world can be the loneliest places. You know, as simple as that. You can be lonely in a massive city. You know, you
Yeah.
can come in and sit down, go into your smoking room, your garage, wherever you smoke, or outside if it's nice weather, and you can just touch of a button. You can chat to some of your friends. As simple as that, and have a nice
It
smoke.
is.
I mean, what's
So tell me how difficult it is for you to run all these different kinds of groups.
takes a bit of time. It takes a bit. Of time. People don't realize
Yeah.
that. You know, it
Oh,
takes time because you're, let's say you're working, you're doing everything else as well. So, but I love it. You see, I don't find that, like, the day that something would become a chore to me is the day I wouldn't enjoy it anymore. You know,
yeah,
simple as.
yeah.
Um, it's never been like, it's not a chore. I enjoy it. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you've got, say, with the cigar lovers, oh my God, you've got 165 people want to join, and you're like, first thing in the morning having your coffee and you're flicking through. You know, this could be 6 o'clock in the morning, flicking through, because you can't approve somebody that wants to sell T-shirts, gammy glasses, granny's knitting. You know, have no interest in cigars, for God's sake, and or somebody who wants to find a husband or a wife. You know, that would, and like, say you ask the questions, in there for the questions is like, how many cigars in your humidor? What's the top cigar? What's on the top shelf of your humidor? What cigars you enjoy? And they go, yes. That's not an answer. So block, block. you know, you know, and then so many mutual friends, and then to give it, because some people, a lot of people, I suppose, do make an effort, so you approve that because you want kind of quality, not quantity. So, and you want somebody that knows what a cigar looks like, even would help. Help a little bit, and you know, and of course, I do a thing on the front of Cigar Lovers, on the thing where it has like this. We don't do this. Boom, 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 boom. And I have a little thing saying the title of the group gives it away. It's for cigar lovers, for that one, for example. So it's, and then, and so all the
I know.
groups the same.
I don't think I'm in this group. I got to get in this group. I'm gonna get in here while you're talking. Let me see.
Yeah,
It's called Cigar Lovers.
just
If
if you type in Cigar Lovers Club, just Cigar
oh,
Lovers, right, and
I
two should come up.
Cigar Lovers Club. Oh, I see it. Oh, I got it.
Now, which one have you got? Look at the cover picture. Just
It
which one
says
have you got?
10,000 members.
That's the one. It's the one with 10
Yeah.
point something. Yeah.
What's the size? What size is your humidor, and which cigars are on the
Mm.
top shelf? Well, I have 5 different ones.
Yeah, but just
I'm
put
just
one.
kidding.
Just put Fuente, and then look. Once I know it's you, I'll approve it. Anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuente. Big lover here.
Just answer one of the questions. I know Melanie Cisco. I think.
Yeah.
I heard of her
I
son.
might be able to slide, get away with murder over
And
here. I'm kidding. But
you're in Cigar World Side Sweeney, and you're in the new Cigar Lounge International Group anyway. So we're
yes,
cool there.
and I have yet to go into the lounge and really like sit in there, but I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I'm going to
Yeah.
be definitely joining to see Lars.
Mm.
I'm interested in that. And
Lars
then
is
so
Tuesday. Patricia is
at 2
the
p.
following Tuesday. and
And
you're the
now
following
this
Tuesday.
is at the show is at 2 p.m. or
Yes, you
what
start
time is
2
it?
p.m. Yeah, it starts at
Eastern.
2 p.m. But
Yeah.
sometimes with them, to be honest, like say some of the shows could go on 2, 3, 4 hours because what we do is ask questions, boom, 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 and then hand it over to the audience and or whoever's in, hand it over to see if anybody else wants questions. And if I go off in about 2 hours or whatever, what we do then is people just stay and smoke, and that's it, And
Yeah.
it's
No,
very
I love
good.
it.
But it was excellent.
Yeah.
Pity you missed last Tuesday because we had Ishmael. Ishmael was on, and his master roller. And my God, they were rolling. He was rolling the Phantom cigars, the barbed wire, the Banff, and it was great to have a show that where you have to guess. It was different. He was rolling live for us. Obviously, Ishmael was interpreting because our Spanish wouldn't be fantastic, como se llama, but but it was fantastic how quick they can do them and what it takes to do everything, and especially the specialist cigars and that you put the like the Punisher and all that. But then of course they were doing them in slow motion for us, and it
Hmm.
was excellent. It was just excellent the way it went. It was fantastic, absolutely
That is
fantastic.
awesome. Yeah, I
Um,
had actually the pleasure of hosting Steve Saka on Wednesday night
yeah,
on my
that's right.
I
Yeah.
on my IG live, and then of course Carlito came and popped in and made it even more fun. And you know what? That was an honor. First of
Mm,
all, I was just grateful that I had the chance to do that, and then I've got such just awesome friends that would love to be there with us. So I got so many thank yous, and people were just like, we loved it. This was
mm,
awesome. And it wasn't me, it was Carlito and Steve Saka that they're
yeah.
loving. I mean, I was just the one bringing them together, put them on the same platform. And then by the end of it, I just allowed, Steve Saka has this one big fan of his, and so I let him pop on. And then there was some guys from another herf that they popped on too. And to me, it's just nice to be able to have all those people there and enjoy and have a great time online. And
Ah,
it
it's
lasted
fantastic.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Instagram cut me off. I was like, oh my God, Steve Saka, you got 1 minute and 30 seconds. Go say something. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta end this.
I remember.
It was
Yeah. He's what you call that? Sacasquatch. Sacasquatch.
Saka Squatch. Yep. I wore
Is
his
look
hat
is
today
looking
because it was
down at me
cold.
here. Yeah, he's looking down at me. Some people said
Oh,
it looks
you
like
got
me.
one.
Some people said it looks like me on a bad day,
No.
or maybe a good day.
That's hilarious. Like
Yeah.
like having a pet, you say you look like your pet. People look
Yeah.
like
It's
their
mad.
pets.
Yeah. That could
Oh,
be
we
my
have
pet.
another special guest in the house. I'll wait for a thumbs up.
But
Yes. Well, let's just.
who's coming in? Oh,
Wow,
Carlito. Wow.
Vegas, baby.
Hello,
The
Carlito.
kid. Carlito's a kid now. He can't
Oh,
hear us. That's
fantastic.
okay.
Hi, Cy, my brother, Cy. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey,
Wonderful to
this is
see you.
crazy. I just checked in. Just got into the Hard Rock Cafe, getting ready for the whatever they call that, the Whiskey Cigar Fest. But
Oh,
I just want to say hello, tell you that I love you guys, man. You know the best. Cy,
Thank you.
you are such a passionate brother of the leaf, man. I just want to say thank you. You're a
Ah,
good
no,
man.
thank you from the
Thank you
heart.
for spending time with Melanie. I wish I could. I got to check in. I got to see if I can find some sushi. I have not eaten all day. I've been in meetings with Rocky Patel and Jorge Padron and
Mm.
trying to save the industry. That's what we do. So I just
Ah,
drove
yeah.
from Miami here to wherever this is at. Thank God we got, what do you call that thing? Google Maps and all that shit.
Google
Because
Maps.
I might end up in Key West otherwise. So,
oh,
mwah,
uh,
sending love,
fantastic.
guys.
Ah,
Continue to enjoy the show. Maybe we'll see
from
each
the
other
heart.
later. Love you. Love you all.
Fantastic.
Happy Fuente
Lovely. All
Friday.
from the heart, Carlito. Fantastic.
Thank
That's
you.
that was a wonderful surprise.
You know, isn't he just does
Yeah.
that all the time. I love it. He's
Do you know he's just one
fantastic.
of them
All
people? Do you know he's one of them people? I'm an upbeat person anyway, but he just automatically make you smile. You know,
I
me and
know. I
Cynthia.
say that all the time. I say that all the time. I'm always
Mm.
like, oh, it's always nice to hear from you. I always smile
Yeah.
every time.
Well,
So no, they're in. So I said Las Vegas. I don't know why I was thinking the Big Smoke is in Vegas. It's not in Vegas. It's in Miami right now, isn't
mm,
it?
yeah,
He said he's at the Hard Rock. So I'm thinking
yeah.
around. Yeah, that's what I was
Wow.
thinking. Somebody, I get so I hear so many people different things. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not sure
Mm,
where they are,
yeah.
but that's
I,
awesome.
I have to laugh at that. We just said about shows now. Remember last year, I got the chance to interview Nick for. It was supposed to be 2 hours. I mean, we had a great, fun interview and it lasted 3 hours. But the good thing about it was, I was there, and I said, because Carl was saying to me a few months earlier, they were at something, and Nick was saying, the Irishman, me, like, because Janine's ancestry is Irish, her background, like,
Okay.
but so they're coming over in June. Actually, they're coming over. We're going down to Bantry Bay,
Wow, how fun is
and
that?
Belfast and Cork. So that'd be cool. Going cruising and over and down. So I'll show him here. He said he'll bring plenty of cigars. So that's
Hey,
cool.
that's a good friend to
But
have.
it was funny because I went like this and I had a cigar in my hand and it was a Perdomo. And I said, Nick, in honor of having a nice interview in our head, I just wanted so I'm smoking a Fuente especially for you. I said, and he was like, for a second, he was, huh? And I said, nah, it's a Perdomo. It
That's
was just,
funny.
it was funny. Yeah, but in Ireland, we laugh. I think it's one of the best countries in the world for humor. Like we laugh at everything. You
I
know,
need to go there. I laugh at
if
everything too. Yeah.
if the moon fell on top of your car, you'd laugh. It's just we just laugh at everything. We because
That
people
makes a lot of
say
sense.
I found it funny because people say the look. Do you ever hear saying the look of the Irish? You
Yeah.
know, and
Okay.
and I think the reason we laugh is because if you look back in history, the look of the Irish is pretty crap. It's terrible. It's flipping awful. Between being taken over for 800 years, famines, everybody having to bugger off to America and everywhere. It's bloody awful. The IRA, bombings, people getting killed. That look is terrible. So we laugh at everything and make that look better. We
That's
had no
what you got to
choice.
do. You
Yeah,
definitely have to be able to laugh at yourself. So,
yeah.
and you
So I,
guys, we have a ton of laughs. Let me tell them real quick. We have a ton of laughs on our professor show. So definitely this coming up Sunday, you guys, below is the YouTube channel, but we have Dean Parsons coming on. So he is has apparently an epic story to tell. So that's going to be interesting. And it is going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hi, Susan. And it's going to be a blast. So if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'm telling you, you're missing out. This is some of the best times that we spend on Sunday. You know what? That's what I also hear a ton from the fans is that we may have been a little brazen that we actually go on during the middle of football, but they're there and it's interesting and they're all loving loving the show afterwards. And really, it is just a time for us to get together and enjoy a good laugh. And you can still watch football at the same time. You can keep up.
yeah, I'm okay with that here. We're okay. I just record it. So
Exactly. That's another
yeah,
thing.
but
If you can't join us,
it's strange because Sunday to me, like Sunday's a nice day of rest and have a nice like we in Ireland you have a habit of roast dinner on a Sunday. That's how it's been the way it always has been. And
yeah.
I look forward to doing the roast dinner. But then I look forward to meet the professor. It's like it's just become part of what you do on a Sunday. It's like going to church. You know what I mean? It's just part of the
Yeah.
thing. And
I know.
it's
I
strange how but it's fantastic. has just took off
Hmm.
that way. You say, oh,
Yeah.
weekends
Well,
coming, meet the professors on Sunday. Because when
well,
I was a
I mean,
kid,
how could you miss out on a character, such a
mm,
passionate and amazing host like Jeremiah, you know, Marifel. He is fabulous and always. I'm loving the new
that's
quotes
true.
too.
Will,
Those
true.
are,
Will just saying. Will made a comment there, and we do laugh and
yeah.
enjoy.
I like that. I'm a Jurati. Jurati. How do you say that?
Mm, okay, see, I should have my glasses.
Oh, I
He's
believe it.
Garrity.
Garrity. Garrity.
Garrity. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's
He's,
great.
but it is. Because, geez, when I was a kid, back before, well, the wheel was invented, but it was square. But the when I was a kid, Sunday was boring as hell. Like your granny would kick you down to mass, and you have to listen to some old priest that you couldn't understand, going and about how you were going to burn in hell or something. And we were thinking, Jesus, hell must be a hot place. It's bloody freezing in Ireland. I sometimes I nearly wanted to go to hell to get a bit warm because the weather here was awful. But because we have a temperate climate, rain. But but and then as you got older and like you appreciate the bit of peace on a Sunday, and then when you have something like your roast dinner, go to mass, your roast dinner, and watch Meet the Professor, it's have a cigar. It is cool, like it is. It's. And of course, this numbnuts one, numbnuts two.
I know. I'm so glad that I haven't gotten pulled into that one yet. I'm like,
No,
I'm
no,
safe. I'm safe. I'm safe.
yeah.
Oh my
Well,
goodness,
they can't call
they
you
are
numbnuts
hilarious.
anyway, unless you have some kind of weird operation. They can't.
Nope, nope, not gonna happen.
No, I don't play.
Oh,
Well, it's
Susan
funny.
loves your accent. That's great.
What's I could listen to Si's accent. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate it. Susan Tobacco. Look, it's Susan.
Yeah,
Oh, for God's sake. You see, I
yeah.
can't. Sorry, Susan, I'm going blind. Not from anything bad. It's just age. Oh God. But
Oh,
no,
that
it
is great.
is fantastic, and there's so much out there now. I mean, you couldn't be bored, and you couldn't be bored with the people because I call it licorice all sorts. Do you ever get a bag of licorice all sorts? It's just all sorts of. Do you sell them in the States?
I okay. So the Twizzlers are the only kind of licorice that I know, and
Yeah,
I had one when I was a child in a movie theater, and I ate so many of them that I got so
got
sick that I
sick.
never ate them again.
Yeah,
Never. I was
yeah.
like, oh,
It's kind of a
Twizzlers, okay.
metaphor for me. It's like if you get a bag of there's candy here to call it licorice all sorts. So you open the bag and it's a mixture of everything. So that's what I find with the
Okay,
people. It's a mixture of everything, and it's like licorice all sorts in the cigar industry. You get all sorts, so it can never be boring. You know, everybody has their own
right.
characteristics. Everybody has their own personality, and it's fantastic. Like
It is.
it doesn't matter color,
It's
creed,
very cool.
religion. Doesn't matter.
And not only
You know,
that, but you also get to meet people across, the
yeah,
world that you actually get to go and you end up visiting,
yeah.
and then
It's weird.
you visit them, you get to see different parts of the world, but then also we all get together like at places like, where Carlito is right now, the Big Smoke
Mm.
and doing all that, and you get to definitely meet a lot more people,
Yeah,
and that is just a blast to be
and you
able to
put
be
these
standing
dates
around.
in. Yeah, because people will say, I'm in, people like you wouldn't have known them at all, and they say, I'm in Dublin on such and such a date. Do you fancy meeting for a cigar? Yeah, oh, yeah, on
Yeah,
business, on whatever. It's just crazy. Like,
that's also very cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
whenever
is.
I'm around, when I'm traveling or something, I usually get a ton of, emails and direct messages from all the people following me, and they're like, "Hey, I'm in this area. You coming
Mm,
here? Hey, I'm in this area. Or just you're right around the corner from me. Like, oh my God, you're so close. And
mm,
that's super cool. Just to get to really see, like, to I hear where everybody is because they'll tell me, in the comments, they'll say like, "Hi from Ireland" or "Hi from
mm,
Illinois," and it's really awesome to kind of be there and then really get to
mm.
see it because you start to put it all to really together. You know, it's a lot to take in from
Yeah, and it is. And
just
people
sitting there
go
and
to you.
listening.
People say, and it's funny when there's people like big in the industry and they're saying on my bucket list is to have a pint of Guinness with size sweetie, and you're going, oh, that's just cool. I hate Guinness. But I don't really. I can drink it. It's not too real Guinness. Irish Guinness is good, but Guinness anywhere else is terrible. It's like drinking ditch water. Not that I ever drink ditch water, but I fell in a few, you know, in the army. You know,
That's
poison myself.
excellent.
It's
Well,
funny.
that's great. Well, I really appreciate your time. We're definitely running out of time. So
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you being here. So, you guys, just a little bit of a recap. Let's go ahead and pick out a winner. I don't know if I might have. I definitely saw one that I liked. Let me see, what was it? What we had. Well, let's just go through these. So, you guys, right now in the comments, if you want to put down what you're dressing up as, I'm picking the best costume idea. So let's just read these a little. So, for me, I'm going to be handing out trick or treat candy dressed as a police officer, including the handcuffs and nightstick. We have a life-size Michael Myers figure in our front window. Ooh, that sounds scary. Okay. Okay. Leo, do you have like kids in your neighborhood and stuff? You know, that's what I always found interesting in Florida is that we didn't have very many kids around us. Let's see. Who else put in here? There was a bunch of them. Well, first of all, I will say, Jason, we definitely sending prayers and thoughts for your daughter out
Jason, that's
there.
sad. I'll say a prayer tomorrow.
That
What's her name?
that is very sad. Yeah, Jason, if you're still watching, tell us her name. Also, you know, this is why we want to, donate to the cancer research because the research is, part of it's for it is for breast cancer because breast cancer awareness, but really that research will go to many different cancers, affect, be helpful for all of them. So definitely go and donate to that right there. You guys can donate, and it is for breast cancer awareness. We want to be able to save those as well as all of our beautiful children in the world dealing with, other sorts of cancer. So sorry, but we will be praying for you, Jason. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, I got the full Uncle Sam. Get up from purge. Oh my God, he's got the full Uncle Sam. I think that's gonna be kind of funny. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. I am going to dress up. He says, I'm going to dress up and scare all the kids with my pirate costume. One eye patch, a hook hand, and a bird on my shoulder. What kind of bird are you going to?
That's a good one.
You like that one?
Yeah,
all right,
I like
let's
that
see
one.
if there's any. Let's see if there's any
Bruce.
others in here. All right, Bruce. Bruce has never won either. So let's see. Tell me what you're. I didn't really get a costume. I've got so much else going on, but I tell you what, I'm gonna dress up as the lady that's on the show trying to get you guys to donate to the Tatas. That's what I'm gonna be tomorrow. Because we want donations for sure. Let's see who else put in one in here. Did I miss anybody? And if I haven't said yours, then go ahead and put it down again. Let's see. Did I see anybody else in here? I don't think so. Okay, so yeah, I think the pirate wins. So Bruce looks like he is our winner. So awesome, Bruce. Definitely send me your address so that I can get those up. And these prizes, they might not come tomorrow or in a week, guys. So be patient, please, with us. But I promise you, I come through. Leo knows we make it happen. So as much as I don't have the prizes at my house, so I have to, go through the chains of commands, but you will be rewarded. I promise you that. So patience. All right. So, wow, this has been awesome, Sai. So why don't you go ahead and tell people how, I guess we already discussed about how you can find your groups and stuff, and where are you going to be tonight? Are you going to get back into the Cigar International group?
Yeah, I'll get back in, and because with the time frame, and then I think I'll pop over to Cigar Fanatics as well, Zoom for maybe a quick smoke as well, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but what you can do is Cigar Lounge International. It's a public group, and the link for the Cigar Lounge International Zoom is we're always putting it up on something because of the guests on a Tuesday, but it's open 24/7. So anybody want to message me about anything, feel free. Then we have Cigar Lovers group. It's the one with the 10,000 plus members. Then we have Cigar World Size Sweeney. That's another group. And then I have Cigar the Irishman Sweeney Page. And then then I have Cigar Reviews International, where I do, you know, my mini reviews. And I do my mini reviews which are cool because they're only 7, 8, 9 minutes long, and it tells you all about the cigar. It tells you all about what flavors you get. Smoke one first, and you smoke another. And so, because people don't want to listen to somebody reviewing a cigar for an hour and a half, so I do it. The mini reviews, they're called. I came up with that one, you know. So that group as well. And of course, if you're into fitness or health, I've Nabby Universe through the years, Side Sweeney, and I bodybuilding world past and present as well, and Nabby Mr. and Miss Universe history side Sweeney, which because I'm the historian for NAB as well as a judge. So there's a lot of groups out there, isn't there?
There is. Oh my gosh.
Melody, where do I get the time? You're right. Where the hell
I know. I'm like, wow. But bless your heart, and thank you so much for providing that, because it means a lot to the community. It's a great place for people to go and meet other people, especially virtually if you can't, go out and meet everybody. But also you can meet the whole world out there.
Like I say, like the Zoom's for everybody. It's for everybody, you know, and that's the reason why it's there. And the website and the group and the Zoom is for everybody. That's the way I look at it. I love it. I love the industry. I love the passion. I love the people. I love the history. I love everything about it. As Carlito said a while ago, Si, you're a passionate brother, and I am. I am passionate, and
it's awesome.
But I think it's a good combination: loving something you enjoy and loving people. I think the world's too. There's enough misery in the world without adding to it. So do something positive. Even if you go down the street in the morning, somebody walking there, just smile. You know that's the way it is.
Yes, I tell that is how I sign off to most of my shows is, go and do something productive, like smile and smile at somebody else, because that's going to cause them to smile.
Because we all have both worlds. We all have stuff to worry about. We all have little things that pop, curveballs that hit us now and then. But at the end of the day, hey, throw the curveball, let it whiz past you. You know what I mean? As long as it don't hit you, you're all right. You know? Just get on with it and have a good time. Life's too short.
Life's too short. Exactly. Get out there and enjoy it and have a good time for sure.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Si, and we will see you in the Cigar Fanatics or the Cigar International group. And you guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Definitely congratulations to Bruce, and be sure to catch us on the Professor Show this Sunday. You can definitely go to the YouTube channel, and right there at the ticker tape, go to the YouTube channel, sign up, subscribe, and be notified when we go live. Also, you can catch us on Facebook at the Professor Show right down there. There's the link for that. And you can also hit the bell. That'll tell you, ask if you want to be notified when you're live. You just say yes, and you'll be notified.
Quick, Will Garrity, thank you, brother. Just a quick one. Sure. Jose and the guys keep slagging me. Slagging me here means, I don't know, does it mean the same in America? Slagging, ribbing you or blasting you about something.
Okay. Needling?
Needling, that's it.
Yeah, they call it needling.
They keep needling me, saying Robin Jose's question, right? I just want to get this straight live. I want to get this straight live. Jose was there, right? I think who was guest? John Reamer, I think, was guest, right? And from Johnny Smokes Uncut. And Jose was there, the legend, a man that I bow down to, and he was there, and I asked, we asked questions, but I said, 3 people alive or dead who you smoke a cigar with, and I said, this is Jose invented this question. So I done it in his honor of the legend, not to rob his question. So if you think about it, it's in his honor. Out of respect, I asked his question.
Needling. Yep, they
Yeah,
like to give you a
indeed.
hard time.
Yeah, exactly. So and then I was like explaining it, but Jose, I've done it for you. Stop digging that hole, blah blah. Sigh. So it was funny. I love Jose. He cracks me up. You know.
That is great. I know he has become such
Mm,
a great and happy birthday. He had a big birthday this past week, so definitely a belated birthday to
mm,
Jose Blanco for. And absolutely, I'm just
yeah,
grateful that I get to work beside him and also be mentored and
yeah. It's great. He's
just
21.
watch.
21
Yeah,
plus VAT.
I know he's the. I mean, look, he's got the best head of hair I think on than a lot. So
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
yeah.
there's Carlito just busting balls like we do every.
I
He
can see
calling
that.
me.
Busting balls like every week. Ah, yeah. I love Jose. I love him to bits. He's a legend. I think he hates
He
when I
is.
call him legend, but he's a legend. Simple as that. Not in his own lunchtime, not in his own mind. He's just a legend. Simple as that. I love him to bits.
He
I really do. But I love them all. I
absolutely.
love Carlito. I love everybody. Cynthia. Geez, Cynthia is just amazing. Carlito's amazing.
Hmm.
And I always think, in my head, I always thought what Carlito says before, unity is everything in the game. People can be united and people can get out there and fight for their rights. Just unify. If you unify, it makes things a lot easier. You're never going to win a battle if you're spread all over the field. You know what I mean? Simple as that. You
Yeah,
got to unify. Okay?
yeah,
So there we
absolutely.
go.
Well, thank you so
So don't
much.
forget,
This is
Cigar Rights
awesome.
of America, Cigar Rights of the World.
Yes, yes, please, guys, go sign up for the Cigar Rights of America because we've got. You heard it from Carlito himself, him and George Padron and
Mm,
Rocky Patel are all working very, very, very hard to keep your rights to smoke. So definitely go
yeah.
out there and
And
support, get a membership. And
yeah,
also, the Cigar Rights of the World only cost your email address and your name.
exactly.
So
And don't
you
forget,
can
people,
do
if you
something.
if you join these and the fight goes on and results happen, you're saving people's livelihoods in countries that don't have as much as you. You know,
Yes,
so think of them. I think it's very important. The
absolutely.
farmers, the people that work, the rollers, everybody. That is, it's putting food on their children's tables. I wouldn't like to see my children go hungry. You know what I mean? So
No,
it's not just for the enjoyment of cigars yourself, but it's for there's so much of a knock-on effect, and it's very, very important that you stick together and you do it with passion. All right?
absolutely. Do it
Yeah.
with passion. Thank you, Sai, so much. And you guys, we will see you. Actually, I'm going to be on with Liana tomorrow. So be sure to join me tomorrow as well. And also, we will see you on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to have our guest will be Dean Parsons. So
Oh,
definitely
Dean,
come
yeah.
in, join us, and we're going to have a great, great show. So
I'll
thank
be
you for
there.
all who joined us tonight for this great conversation. And we'll see you guys later. Happy Friday, Fuente Friday.
And thank you for having me, Mel.
Yes, no, my
Appreciate it.
pleasure. Y'all
Absolute
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Absolute pleasure.
Bye, guys. Have a great night.
Slán. Slán means goodbye.